Time, Dave. Shane seems to have picked it up almost overnight. He's been smiles all weekend. He's been fun to watch.
Well, I know it was nerve-wracking for him too, right? Because he's very good in a sedan, if you will, but it's not the same car. And you just had to get in this and find out if it would even work, right?
It's been a pretty crazy whirlwind trying to get used to these things. And I had a short test on Monday at Charlotte Roval, and yeah, then thrown in the deep end yesterday. But seemed pretty good, got comfortable. I struggled with the walls, like the whole car's on the other side, so I left a few gaps on some corners then more than I should have, but yeah, got the hang of it.
That's right. In Australia, you have a right drive car. Here it's on the left. And we're going to show a picture of your car. Let's stay on that theme right now. Give folks an idea of the differences mainly between supercars and the stock car here in NASCAR.
Well, that's probably the biggest thing is you're on the other side, but you know, there's no doors in this thing. We have doors, and then the windows as well on the side. It's a bit weird driving with an open cockpit, but yeah, they're fairly similar weights. We're about 300 kilos or 250 kilos lighter. Not sure what that is in your language, but yeah, our street circuits are fairly different. As you can see, we run the curbs, whereas here all the apexes are walls. But yeah, you can really feel the weight of the car in this, but they sit very flat and stiff. They don't roll very much, and there's no wings over the top in these cars, so they make all the downforce on the floor of the car. So you can see everyone struggling on the bumps. You know, it's a fine line between stiffness and aerodynamics. So
and as I see your car there, Shane, I noticed the side mirrors. I understand for a supercars driver, one of the things to do to get your proximity is to actually tick the mirror on the wall. You don't have one on the next-gen NASCAR car, so you didn't tick the fender or anything, did you?
Yeah, I actually got the tire. I took the Goodyear off the tire, but yeah, it's hard not having the feelers, we call them, to sort of feel where you are on the track. You sort of had a couple of rubs, and you know, you knew you were a bit close. But the spotters are really handy. That's nothing. I've never had anything really like that before. So talking me around the track where people were and where the brakes are locking and stuff, it's quite different.
Something else you do differently, the next-gen car has sequential shifting. There's a clutch there. They don't often use it. You heel toe in the traditional way. Explain how that works here.
Yeah, everyone's got a bit of a foot fetish. It's a bit weird for me. That's just normal for me. We always right foot brake and flip on the down change. We use it a bit to control the rear locking. So I was doing it sometimes a bit, but yeah, quite different. But you know, it seems normal to us. We have a flat shift system on the way up. On here, you have to lift the throttle very quickly on the up change, where we just hold it flat over there.
So as we were looking at that, then you know, you're obviously very quick. You were third in qualifying. So is that a speed secret? Many people were wondering, well, maybe I should be flipping the clutch a little bit here too.
I don't think so. It's probably a little bit of an advantage for me. Like a third of our race is probably a street circuit. So right from the start, I was comfortable with the walls, and I watched practice last night, and you could see everyone creeping up on it, whereas I was sort of there straight away. So in the race, I think you'll find everyone get a lot quicker throughout the field, and the differences will be a lot smaller. So I'm glad now I'm already up the front, but if I was in 20th or something, it'd be crazy.
Shane, I know you consume a lot of video when your car is on track or off track. We want you to take us around the circuit here with a lap. This is your actual fast lap in qualifying.
Okay, yeah. Well, the biggest thing is the alternate start-finish line. So I've never had that before, where you don't start the lap on the start straight. So this corner was interesting. You can see where the new seal is. It had really big grip, and you'll see into the next corner, turn one, halfway through the corner, it changes to old seal, and you just lose all grip. So you turn in here, and then all of a sudden the grip just goes and you can't put the power down. And then it's the complete opposite onto the back straight. You have no grip now on braking, so you kind of push the entry to get onto that good seal to get the good exit. And then here, which is going to be real treacherous today, the concrete in the wet, you can feel every slip between the grip surface. It's going to be super tough.
Hard, fast braking down into four?
Yeah, just the bumps unsettle it. You know, these cars on the bump stops, they don't really travel so nice. And you'll see here I struggle to put the power down as well. It's just so bumpy. Like we never race on the concrete like this, and it's very tough. Same here on the brakes, like very low grip on the concrete. And then as you turn in, you get the good seal again. So many different surfaces and changes. It makes it very difficult to know what you're going to have. And then down here, it's a big bump. It's probably the slowest corner on the track. And then the next one's where I'm struggling with the most, with the car on the other side, getting a good reference to the inside wall. And then here's pretty cool. You can kind of flow. I was up a gear, I think, to most guys looking at data. And then through here's awesome with the bumps. And then you got to slow it down, trying to keep control and cross the line as quick as you can.
Last question, Shane. Project 91, your car number is 91.
Yep.
This is a project for champions to come in and witness NASCAR and do what they do well. What was your thought when you were sort of chosen to do this?
Yeah, it was pretty humbling to be chosen, you know, and stack up against Kimi Räikkönen. I guess he was the first driver. So, yeah, it's a great opportunity. And I think what Justin and Trackhouse are doing with this entry and inviting people from all over the world and come and try out our car. Maybe the next one's going to be on an oval with an IndyCar guy or whatever, you know. I'm excited to see what it is in the future for the project. But, yeah, to have this, it's an opportunity to come and race, but also to showcase how good other series are around the world.